Welcome back to Headliners. I'm Nick Dixon, and I'm joined by two headliners, legends, Howie and Scott Capurro. And now let's do the Times. It's our old friend Nicola Sturgeon again, Josh.
Scottish prisons abandon Nicola Sturgeon's trans self-ID policy. This goes on, and rightly so. Sanity is prevailing north of the border. Essentially, what's happened is this is a major climb down from the law that they passed, the self-ID law, and the prisons were essentially, and before this law was passed, they were basically putting people in prison according to how they self-identified, which, of course, is not that trans women who are essentially biological men were necessarily any more likely to be sexual assault, but the point is that anybody could then any guy could just go, I'm actually a woman, and then get into a woman's jail. And that is what's happening. You had a double rapist, male rapist, intact rapist put into a woman's prison. That kicked off a big hoo-ha. Then that person got pulled out of that jail. And now they're basically saying they're going to look at all the people who are present in jail, but also anybody coming into prison who says that they're a trans woman will go to their birth sex.
Yeah, isn't this a total failure for Sturgeon? I mean, she's completely unravelled over this, and she surely is going to end up having to go after this. That's my hope. Maybe I'm too optimistic. Although what I've realised, to be very fair to our Scottish friends, is that it's perfectly reasonable to be pro-independence but not pro-Sturgeon. I was a bit slow to this as an Englishman, but, Sturgeon needs to go, but you can still have a valid case for independence.
Well, the law had already been vetoed by the UK government, right?
So the self-ID law, not the prison part.
But I think the prison saw the way it was all going, and they decided to just kind of. I think they felt unprotected by the law itself, or the lack thereof, to protect them from any case that would come their way in the opposite direction, like people saying, "Well, we felt in danger in a women's prison because of these trans people." So, I mean, the whole situation seems like something they created for themselves. It's ridiculously out of control now.
Yeah, it is.